Hello everyone, Agion here, another Company Heroes 2 replay. So on the north side, or the south side, as the USF player, we have SturmTigerGiap and his allies of British forces, we have Vodka Company. As a dual OKW, we have Cactlosio and Kronosar0s. You may be wondering, wait, didn't we already watch this replay? This is a different replay. Same map, one different player. Instead of SturmTigerGiap, it was Freestyler. And immediately also, one of the doctrines are already the same based on... I had to double check. I had to load up the video in order just to check because both of them have Kronosar0s going for Overwatch. And so far, it's a very similar game. And I was having some big deja vus like, wait, didn't we already see this before? In fact, around the same point, the same maneuver was pulled out. Volkswagen, the Sturm Pioneers jumping in and out, though the infantry section were actually way over here. So this game is going pretty similar. We got Volkswagen going inside this building now. We got the infantry section behind the light cover. Two doctrinal lock-ins of Grand Offensive as well as Overwatch. Panzer Fusiliers on this side of this building will ward away the echelon, no problem. We do got riflemen here. Looks like the riflemen are going to aid the infantry section. They're going to push. The Allies are going to push hard on this left side. Sturm Pioneers has sustained some damage. That actually is quite important for a CQB squad. Volksgrenadiers having issue because there's only 2 windows to fire out of, and the infantry section has all 4 rifles firing. Looks like the riflemen are eyeing for a flank, however. There is a truck here for some heavy cover, which will win out the engagement versus the Volksgrenadier. Both of them are firing. Perhaps the Volksgrenadier should try skirting around the side to get some light cover. The Kubelwagen is now trying to move forward, but rolled on the wrong side of the truck. We got some rifle shots over here. The Volksgrenadiers are sustaining quite a bit of fire. The riflemen are dancing around through the Kubelwagen. And the Volksgrenadiers will retreat on back. Panzer Fusiliers are still pitching in some quite good damage. One of the rifleman squads, of course, not falling back. The other one is forced to fall back, just way outgunned. Sooner rather than later to help prevent manpower bleed is probably the good idea. We do got this infantry section here capturing this point in light cover, but there's a fence preventing him to engage this garrison. He could go ahead and engage the garrison. There's only 2 windows on the side. Actually, yeah, just 2. Though maybe a third... Nope. Sometimes I have to check and see where the windows are. We got a Universal on the build queue. Perhaps eyeing for the LMG upgrade. He's saving up for the Jaeger Light Infantry squad. So most likely we'll see, my guess, 2 squads of Jaeger Light Infantry. That would probably be a good number to help round out his forces. 2 Volks, 2... Jaeger Light Infantries, and 1 squad of Sturm Pioneers. A very well-rounded force. Rear echelon are forced on back. You got the Sturm Pioneers inside this building. There are 3 windows here. The riflemen should eye to get in this heavy cover. And you have the Universal Carrier. Looks like the Universal Carrier is going to be eyeing the northern side of the map. Overall, the Axis players do have superior map control. This whole garrison jumping in and out has really stalled the Allies from capturing the left side of the map. Are they in closer enough range for point blank or no? Point blank is where if you're within 10 units, you negate all cover. But to me, that just seems weird. I'm not sure who built the sandbags. I think the UKF player, but if the OKW player built the sandbags, it's actually quite questionable because there's already heavy cover for him to use. Jaeger Light Infantry engaging at long range. However, one of the guys are not firing. That is something to note. So far, the Jaeger Light Infantry are doing some great work at long range. That sniper is picking them off no problem. We do got a Vickers right here. He's trying to get in this line of sight blocker right here. Does force the position of the gun you saw there, but then cancel it. Ooh, we got a AT grenade onto the universal carrier. And this may be a dead universal carrier. There's a lot of rifles nearby. MGs will not cover this universal carrier until the last moment. AT rifle grenade still on cooldown. And the universal carrier will go ahead and stay alive. And there's rear echelon nearby to repair it. We've got an M20 utility car as well as a lieutenant out on the field. We have 2 medical HQs, one back, one far forward. The one farther back could potentially put in between the 2 players in order to help heal in case the forward one gets destroyed. Though with 2 players, 3 medics is not enough. You really do need 6 medics. We do have the second squad of Jaeger Light Infantry out on the field. Kupavog is still alive, can activate the detection, get some free map hacks. Riflemen not fully reinforced, but making their way out. Although tickets are in favor by the Axis players, but only by a small margin at this point of the game. Universal carrier eyeing to engage, and there we go. We got the Vickers light machine gun upgrade. There is a snare in there, so it has to be a bit careful. And we do have the utility car as well. He only has 1 snare, so if he snares the universal carrier, the actually more deadly M20 could rush them down. Mass retreat right here. Oh, that's probably a good idea. The Sturm Pioneers are severely low. There is a possibility the Sturm Pioneer squad could be wiped, but we do got a snare right here. The Kupavagen could go down, but does not. We do have the armored skirt upgrade on the utility card as well, so it has more increased armor, making it very resilient to small arms fire. We potentially could see a Panzerfaust right here. Nope, just stays out of range. The universal carrier is also pushing some damage as well. And the Volksgrenadier should retreat back sooner rather than later. We do got the Jaeger Light Infantry inside this garrison, but there's only 1 window to fire from that direction. But this window does have the sniper there, picking off models of the Vickers. And you jump in the house, pop out on the other side, and gets only a couple hits. Rifleman wounded, forced to fall back. Lieutenant still alive. The Thompson is firing away, but dealing with guys in heavy cover and sort of at long range, the Thompson won't do all too much. We do got 3 squads of Panzer Fusiliers on the field. He has both an 8 Panzerstruck upgrade and a Mechanwerfer trying to deal with the M20 as well as the Universal Carrier. I would say no more Panzerstrucks. I would say the other Panzer Fusilier squad should get some G43s. Sturm Pioneers could go for the Minesweeper, get some not only increased repairs, but of course, minesweeping. Panzerstrucks made short work of that bundle of logs. The Mechanwerfer is sitting on up. Maybe a lethal shot. It is a lethal shot. This building will probably be de-garrisoned soon. He needs to... It's not a fight he can win out. Sturm Pioneers eyeing for this point. It is a cutoff point for the fuel, but there's just way too much fire. Captain with a bar. Looks like he went for both the officers. So he does have his technology requirements ready for the Major. He also went for the... what's it called? Unlock mechanized platoon command post for the utility car, so he's over-teched for the Major. This squad could potentially go down, but there's a lot of misses there thanks to light cover. Vickers currently setting on up, trying to suppress these squads. We got an AT gun over here, but there's only a Kupavagen for vehicle, so the AT gun not going to accomplish all too much for the foreseeable future. Vickers playing Ring Around the Rosie with the Sturm Pioneers. That's a battle that goes in favor of the Sturm Pioneers. These U.S. squads should come over here. He needs to retreat back to Vickers. There's no way he can set up with the Sturm Pioneers right there. These infantry sections should either retreat sooner rather than later as well. The Sturm Pioneer squad is upon the retreat, while wounded, just way outgunned. Retreat's actually a pretty early retreat by the Sturm Pioneers there. Potentially could have got a wipe, but unlikely though. Don't see any grenade research. Don't see any weapon racks research either, so it looks like he's going to go heavy for storing up munitions. Tactical support will, of course, allow him to get a lot of the LMGs as well as the P-40s in straight. Heavy cap, there's not much there to spend the munitions, but airborne, definitely because the munition sinks right there. But he can always get weapon racks or grenades, or both, or neither.
Anti-tank gun, ready for action. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Looks like the lag hit right there destroyed the heavy cover. There's Mills bombs by the UKF player. The M15AA half track will start suppressing the Obersoldaten, but there is a cannon warfare in the area, out of range, however. Intersection pretty wounded, perhaps retreat them back sooner rather than later. We got the Jaeger Light Infantry here. Way outgunned. Royal Engineers out on the field, so there are snares available, but there's no vehicles for them to snare. I think that Kupavagen may have gone down. I hope it's still alive somewhere. Actually, it's way over here, decapping the munitions. We got the IR STGs on the Obersoldaten. Recommend engaging the Obersoldaten, focus firing, very nice, it's probably a good idea. We do got the Panzerfusiliers try to go for a snare, but decides to retreat back because he's going to sustain a lot more damage without the chance of really killing him off. We do got the AA half-track currently being repaired up, probably took a Bekenwerfer shot. Jaeger Light Infantry should retreat back sooner rather than later. He has pretty low in health, can save some manpower bleed. It's not going to accomplish all too much. The captain's pretty healthy. No. You do got a shoe mine there. The shoe mine does connect with the M20, but nothing in the area to kill it off. The wagon does go down. Like, only got 2 kills and 1 star of accuracy. Must have been doing quite a bit of damage. We do see the first Panzer IV on the field. His ally can also get a Panzer IV at this moment. But he may not. He does have deduction for a Tiger tank, so he could potentially save it up. He could potentially go for a Jagdpanzer for something more dedicated for AT. There's a lot of possibilities. I don't think we'll see a Panther. Rifleman trying to skip this VP. Panzer Fusiliers not going to throw a grenade. Looked like I thought I was going to throw a grenade. We do got the Bekenwerfer over here. Sturm Pioneers on the flank as well. Overall, the Bekenwerfer is actually receiving fire, so the Sturm Pioneers can go in pretty easily. Does throw the stun, and now should cross the negative ground. But no, there's another squad of infantry section here. We do got this Volksgrenadier. Only 2 windows of firing, however. Do got a Mills bomb right there. I'm sort of surprised that Mills bomb didn't do more damage. That was a lot of windows right there. Panzer IV out on the field. We do see the Pinto mount and not the Panzer Commander. Cromwell on the build queue. It'd be a good opposition to the Panzer IV, but the Panzer IV, the OKW Panzer IV, does have a significant amount of armor, so it's unlikely on a one-on-one engagement the Cromwell would win, but it could go easily either way. Have we seen any Redbuster AT mines? These M6 mines can completely mobilize something if something runs over it. And the US player is lacking munitions. He does have a lot of bars, however. That may be where all of his munitions went. We do got the M15 still alive. If he keeps the M15 alive, he has the AA would come in handy for the sector assault.
75mm gun ready for action.
First pack howitzers out on the field. The pack howitzer, of course, gives him pretty good range damage. Does throw out a stick grenade, but does roll a miss. We do got a single bazooka on that rear echelon squad. Cannonball does get a very nice shot right there. We do see the AT grenade being cast. Does hit. That bazooka, I'm not sure how easy a bazooka can take out a friendly vehicle, but that seemed like it could have. Cromwell does get a nice rear armor shot. All the rear armor advantages that the Panzer IV has is now negated. 2 rear armor shots. We do have a snare right there, so it's unlikely he can get the Panzer IV. There's a road right there, so the increased movement speed allowed him to get out of there pretty quickly. Section now moving forward. Does throw out a stun right there. Does get one of the squads. Only a minor inconvenience, however. We do got the Kettenwerfer now recrewed, but being hit by the M15. Does reset up to engage the M15, but not the Cromwell. Cromwell engages the Kettenwerfer, but rolls a miss, even though it's very low in health. Some self-healing while he captures up the point is always nice. Minesweeper on the Royal Engineers, good idea. Now there's only one doctrine left to be called on in. We do have the, of course, heavy cab. We could potentially see commandos, potentially, but not so much. He doesn't have the munitions really for it. AVRE, potentially, or mobile assault. I really don't know what would be the best option. Oh, never mind. We got land mattresses. Land mattresses, of course, allows them to engage the support weapons as well as the static emplacements quite well, as well as helps zone out control of the central VP. Wormroll eyeing to shoot and kill that IR half-track. Does have hold fire engage as well. Oh, that could be a nasty shot. Gets a lot of Sturm Pioneers for that shot. Though it's unlikely that he was able to get a kill on it. Getting that free shot there gave him a lot of extra season. Ooh! There goes a rifleman. We do got a snare on the utility car, but we're unlikely to kill it. But there's actually some panic strikes in the area, as well as replenished shoe mines. You can see the previous one there that was detonated. First land mattress barrage eyeing to hit that lag. It looks like they was rolling a large miss. They also missed all the retreating squads as well. There we go, we got a couple hits there, but nothing too significant. Ooh, booby trap point. That's some free damage right there. We do got the sector assault being pulled on in. The M15 is still alive, but facing the wrong direction. Can't really hit the aircraft. Vickers sustains huge amounts of damage. Cromwell needs to fall on back. When an aircraft does in fact go down. Now the aircraft goes down. Nope. No kill there.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Captain receiving quite a bit of fire. The rifleman squad is also pushing in. Decides to do a retreat earlier rather than later. He wasn't going to win out versus that many units. Probably a good idea. Panzer IV is fully repaired. Cromwell is using the self-repair ability. The half-track is eyeing to suppress these advancing squads. This mine has been spotted the good old-fashioned way. Utility car is still alive.
We're losing a capture point.
We do have the first Left 18 being built. I would say at this point they know about the land mattresses. They know about the pack howitzer. So Left 18 is definitely a good idea. Whether it be 1 or 2 is the magic number, I don't know. 2 is tempting. And he does actually have quite a bit of resources to support 2. And he does have a Panzer IV as well. He's not lacking on other field units, so a second Left 18 may not be half bad, nor help displace the AT guns, the MGs, the indirect fire, and all that stuff. Mills Bomb, upon the retreat pack, does get a couple models of very good Mills Bomb. Panzer IV has received a shot. Cactlosio shot. Oh, that. Nope, nowhere near. Based on how they were grouped up, I thought that was going to be a nasty shot. We got the Kenworth here, pretty far, pretty wounded, and we do got the Tiger tank now being deployed on now. Cromwell moving forward does get a nice shot onto the Kenworth, now up to 2 stars of veterancy. Captain will not win out. In fact, he may lose that squad. Nope. Howitzer eyeing to engage the light. The Tiger tank is now starting to make its advance. This Armament squad has nothing on the Tiger tank. Let's roll a miss there. If that's a good idea, just retreat back earlier rather than later. Panzer IV moving to support it. Do we have any... See, the US player eyeing to save up for the Pershing. Probably a good idea. Either that or a Jackson. You can spend enough for a Jackson now or just save for the Pershing. Both are good possibilities. If you got the land mattress now barraging the area. Ooh, saw something go down there. No modified M6. No, oh, that's dead. Both of those shots killing it. There is a modified not modified, but the M6 mine. Ooh, will the Panzer IV find it? That's a straight up immobilization. I don't think any way to really stop that from being destroyed. Ooh, they need to save that M15. We do got a barrage coming in from the Panzer Commander. Real actions have now pulled back. He does get one of the models there on the AT gun. Cromwell is still exerting pressure in the center of the map. Ooh, finds these Stone Pioneers repairing on negative ground. You could actually... He almost captured as well, but he had to save his squad. Firefly out on the field. That is a pretty good tank destroyer. Panzer IV looks like force firing through the ground. Does get a penetrating hit on the Cromwell as well.
Ready for action.
It looks like Cromwell no, I'm going to shoot back at you. Tiger tank now moving on forward. He needs to fall back. There's no way he can contend with that. He's 2 shots away from death. At a flank over here. pushing out on the field. So we do have now the heavy tank versus heavy tank. The tank destroyer will come in handy. Both sides have indirect fire in the form of Luff 18 and Lig, not Lig, and Mattress, and there goes a Carmel. He knew there was two tanks there, so one false step would have been instant death. We do got a something being called in right here. I'm not exactly sure. Oh! Wait, immobilized. Was there an M6 mine that got splashed there? Oh! I didn't realize there was an M6 mine there. He was on top of it. It got blown up, immobilizing his own Pershing. Ooh, that is a nasty hit, and that is a surrender. Quit. That may have been just a rage quit. That's more or less his own fault for standing on his own mine. That was his own mine. Wait. Did they just want to quit early? A lot of replays end with a sync error detected, but there's a way to force the game to go to a sync error rather than a... what's it called? An actual surrender or defeat if you do something. I forget exactly what it is, but it involves a chat involving somebody quitting and then forcing the sync error. By the way, this is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.